Welcome to Steady Growth, where we build money, character, and resilience the same way. Small, steady, and on purpose. No hype, just honest steps that add up. Let's begin. 9 in the morning. Your kid knocks over the juice. You grab a towel, wipe it up, ruffle their hair, and you're moving on before the puddle even spreads. No big deal. You've got this. Now, watch the exact same thing at 6 in the evening. Same kid, same juice, same kitchen floor. Except this time the spill lands like the last straw. Your voice goes sharp, and a part of you is already thinking, what is wrong with me tonight? Here's the strange part. Nothing is wrong with you. The morning you and the evening you are not two different personalities. They're the same person running on two very different battery levels. And once you can see that battery, your whole evening stops looking like a character flaw and starts looking like something you can actually design around. It has a name. It's called decision fatigue. So let me show you how it works, because it explains the spilled juice, the snack you swore off, the cart you finally checked out at 10 p.m., and that nightly stare into the fridge where nobody can decide on dinner. Watch this build. Picture a battery in the top corner of your day, full at sunrise. And here's the thing your brain does that almost nobody tells you. Every single decision draws it down a little. Not just the big ones. The little ones spend the same fuel. What to wear, what to make for breakfast, which email to open first, yes to the snack or no to the snack, what to say to the coworker who's clearly in a mood, which lane, which line, which thing first, tiny choice, tiny drain, tiny choice, tiny drain. Do that a few hundred times and watch the battery slide from full to half to that thin red sliver by evening. This isn't a feeling. It shows up in what you do. As the choices pile up, a tired brain starts reaching for lower quality ones. It gets impulsive, or it freezes, or, the big one, it defaults to whatever is easiest. And easiest is almost never what's best for you. So by 6 p.m., you're not a worse person than you were at breakfast. You're a more depleted one, running on a sliver, being handed exactly the kind of patient, careful choices that cost the most. Of course it feels hard. You're trying to do precision work on an empty tank. Now watch what a low battery actually does, because it's always one of two moves, and you'll recognize both instantly. Move 1. You give in. You take the path of least resistance. This is why your "I'll start tomorrow" holds firm all day and crumbles at night. It's why the cart you walked away from at noon gets checked out from the couch. It's why the patient parent of the morning becomes the "fine, whatever, just please stop crying" parent of the evening. Saying no costs willpower, and willpower is precisely what's gone. Move 2 is the opposite. You freeze. One more decision, and the depleted brain just stalls. This is the "I don't know, what do you want for dinner" standoff that ends with two adults staring into a fully stocked fridge, somehow unable to choose. Too many options, not enough fuel left to pick one. Give in or freeze. Either way, those are the decisions you tend to regret. And notice where they cluster? Evening. Every time. Now, there's a famous study people love to drop in right here, and I'll share it, but with the honesty it deserves, because on this channel, accurate beats clever. Researchers looked at a panel of judges making parole decisions all day and reported a striking pattern. Prisoners whose cases came up right after a food break were far more likely to be granted parole than those heard right before one, when the judges were hungry and tired. The story goes that saying yes to parole is the harder, riskier call, so as the judges drained, they defaulted to the easy no. It's a vivid story, but I want to be straight with you. That specific study has been debated hard ever since, and plenty of researchers think the effect was overstated, or that other things like how the cases were ordered explain a lot of it. So please, don't build your whole worldview on the hungry judges. The honest, well-supported version is quieter and still genuinely useful. Across a long day of choices, the quality of our decisions tends to slide, and rest, food, and a real break help bring it back. You don't need the dramatic version anyway. You've already got better proof. It's your own 6 p.m. So let's bring this home to money, because decision fatigue quietly drains your wallet. Think about when you actually spend on impulse. It's almost never first thing in the morning, clear-headed and rested. It's at night, on the couch, after the day has taken everything. Exactly when the battery is empty, and buy now is the single easiest move in front of you. And here's the gentle truth. The whole online world is, in a way, built to meet your tired evening self at the door. One-click ordering, food delivery a tap away, the cart sitting there patient as a cat, waiting for the moment your resistance bottoms out. Saying no to a purchase takes mental energy, and at 9 p.m., you simply don't have any left. So the default yes, order it, tap it, wins. It's also why shopping while tired and hungry wrecks a grocery budget, and why every hard money conversation goes better over morning coffee than after dinner. None of that makes you weak. It means you've been scheduling your most important money calls for the exact hour your brain is least equipped to make them. So here's the fix, and it's genuinely freeing, because it doesn't ask you to summon more willpower at night, it asks you to need less of it. The whole move is this. Decide once. Decide in advance, in the clear light of morning, when the battery is full, so your tired evening self doesn't have to decide at all. It just follows the plan. Watch how simple this gets. This is exactly why some of the most effective people you've heard of wear nearly the same thing every day, or eat the same breakfast on repeat. They're not boring. They're guarding the battery for the choices that actually matter. And you can do the very same thing. Automate the money so saving and bill paying happen without a nightly act of will. Pre-decide the things that always fall apart when you're tired. Plan the week's dinners on Sunday so 6 p.m. stops being a daily negotiation. Set one clean rule, like nothing over $50 gets bought after 8 p.m. It waits till morning. And let that rule do the resisting for you. Lay out the clothes and pack the bags the night before. Every choice you make once, on purpose, in your strong hours, is a choice your depleted self never has to fight. And here's the kindest part of all of this, for you and for your kids. If the evening is when everyone's battery runs lowest, then the evening is the worst possible time to pile on decisions, negotiations, and big conversations. So design those hours to be simple. Build a short, predictable bedtime routine that runs the same way every single night, so nobody has to decide anything. The sequence just carries everyone gently to lights out. And extend that same grace to your children, because here's the thing we forget. Kids hit decision fatigue too, faster than we do, with much smaller batteries. That after-school, pre-bedtime meltdown usually isn't your child being difficult. It's a small, depleted brain that is flat out of fuel for one more choice. When you see it that way, you stop trying to reason with an empty tank, and you start doing what actually works. Fewer decisions, more routine, and a little compassion for everyone's tired brain, including your own. Now, let me be honest with you, because on this channel, calm and accurate beats clever. Two quick things. First, the science here genuinely has nuance. Researchers really do debate how much of this is a depleting resource and how much is shifting motivation and plain old tiredness as the day wears on. But you don't have to win that academic argument to use the part that's rock solid. You make worse decisions when you're tired and overloaded, and rest, food, and fewer choices reliably help. That much your own life confirms every evening. Second, the goal was never to eliminate every decision or live like a robot. It's to be strategic. Spend your limited daily willpower on the handful of things that truly deserve it, and put everything else on quiet autopilot so it stops draining the tank. And the best news is the simplest news. The battery recharges. A night's sleep, a real meal, a genuine break, and tomorrow morning, the patient, clear-headed version of you is back at the door. The only trick is to stop scheduling your hardest moments for the time of day that version isn't home. So here's the whole idea to carry with you. Your evenings don't fall apart because you're weak or because your kids are impossible. They fall apart because everyone's decision battery is empty, and you've been asking it to do its hardest work at its lowest point. The answer was never have more willpower at night. It's to need less of it. Automate the money, pre-decide the dinners, routinize the hard hours, and hand your tired self and your tired kids the gift of fewer choices when the tank is low. You can't make the battery infinite, but you can stop spending it on decisions you could have made just once. Decide once and let the rest of your day run on the choice you already made. If something here was useful today, the best thing you can do is use it tonight in one small way. And if you'd like to keep growing with us, you're welcome in our tribe at familycreative.org. It's where we gather the tools and resources we build for people doing this on purpose, and where you can learn more, share what's working, and help someone a few steps behind you. That's the whole point. Small, steady, together. Be kind, try hard, do the work, build the family. We'll see you in the next one.